spirit of linebacker Sam Mills lives on in 2 words. And the sound of the drum reminds every Panther to keep pounding as they get ready for a fight here at Charlotte's Bank of America Stadium. Today, 2 NFC South teams set to tangle between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Leading the Saints, that is head coach Kellen Moore. These guys hoping that one loss last week doesn't become 2 here. On the other sideline, head coach of the Panthers, Dave Canales. These guys mired in a losing streak, hoping a trip home is going to help them snap out of it. Kicker Blake Groupie looks ready to get this one started. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt with you up here in the booth. And here we go from Charlotte. Cordero Patterson now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And at the helm, won his 2nd comeback player of the year award last year with a career best season. Now in year 6 here in the NFL, it's Joe Burrow.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result. So expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
Throw left side finds Johnson. This gets forward a little, not a ton, to the 35. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. A costly false start penalty as 3rd down becomes much more difficult to convert as they back it up 5. On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Completed over the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
16 yards.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the give, here's Eckler. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Look on the Gerard Eckler. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's 3rd down. So 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. 3rd and long for him here. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
And the Saints, 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Saints.
Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
A gain of a yard.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Burrow out of the shotgun. He brings it in. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Near the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the gun on 3rd down. It's Burrow. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Going play action, Tagovailoa. He throws a bullet to the center. He's got it in inside the 25. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
38 yards. And the Panthers, first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boys, I love that.
He surges ahead for 5. Make it second down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
The QB keeping this option on first and goal. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down.
Brings up second and goal at the Saints' 5-yard line.
Irving here from the gun. And he gets in, touchdown! The Panthers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get it out of the way, big time.
Whoopi's extra point is good. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Saints nothing.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Patterson now to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Saints and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. And we see that to this point, he's leading the NFL in touchdown receptions as we work through November and into our final month plus of play. Burrow on first down. That's dropped underneath to Eckler. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Second and 3 now.
Brings up second and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Trying the inside handoff to Eckler. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of the football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Going for it, it's Eckler. Be the first and more. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Line and set. Here we go, first down. Inside Gabriel. He'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And this one does not go far. Like the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Burrow from the gun. It's an Orleans touchdown. The Saints cut it to a low point on the scoreboard. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Saints tie this game 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to center away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. Keeps away from one. The coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Out of the gun, Tonga by Law. Low left side cut by Shaheed. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
14 yards. And the Panthers, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
2 and out from the gun. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Complete to Rashid Shaheed. It's a gain of 6.
Here he goes, third and long.
13.
Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. J.K. Scott will kick it away. It's fielded at the 14. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. The Saints and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. They'll start the drive with Eckler. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
So that's one quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They have second and pretty long here. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Collins got it left side. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
And it's third down.
Here's Burrow. He's got it, complete to Collins. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Gain of 6. And the
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Burrow now on first down. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
This is Eckler on second. Breaks the tackle. He's still going. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They They get 6 and a first down as well.
That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Burrow to the air now. Has it in close. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3. The Panthers
Hands off
46
Madden
yards.
Eckler. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First and 10 from the 41. Burrow back to throw. Aguilar with the grab. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Nelson Aguilar. It's a gain of 9. Brings up
Second down, here's an option. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
But partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Now Burrow has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Third and 6 for them to figure out now.
5 yards picked up on the play. And it's third down.
They'll throw, third and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they take him down right along the 30. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
And the Saints first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Counter give to Eckler. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's second and 12. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Down he goes. The Panthers got him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough third down.
Pretty even match in this first half. You just kind of wait. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Burrow. Oh, he's going to run for it. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded. And they forced a fourth down.
Bates' kick is up and good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
In the pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Give to Irving to stop his drive. And he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. An even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
First down.
Who set it down for him at the 38.
38-yard line.
Tagovailoa on first down. He's running with it, and he gives himself up after a short gain.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
No gain on the play.
Throw here, third down. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
So once again, J.K. Scott out to punt it away. He has it at the 13. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. The Saints and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. Off the play fake, Burrow. He puts some air under it, deep down the middle. Big gain downfield. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
It's a pickup of 44 yards. That's good for a Saints first down. A pickup of 44 yards on the play. And the Saints first down.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On first down, here's Eckler. Solid running here. That's 9 yards as he brings up second down.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
Second down, they're going back to Eckler. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Running with Eckler again. And he's going to work it to the 20. Sent to the ground by Pete Warner. Only 2 yards, and it brings up second and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. The Saints leading near the break. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Burrow out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it third and 2.
Burrow throwing here, third and 2. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended target. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen guys, it's going to be contested. We know that it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. And when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. You look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. That's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Carried by Spears to start the drive. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line.
And the Panthers first down.
Hits him on the in route. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this 2nd and inches. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty.
2nd and inches at the Saints' 48-yard line.
So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. The penalty goes ahead and gives them the first. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. Throw left side caught by Shaheed. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 3 now. Here's Tua again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Intended for Rashid Shaheed. Incomplete.
Going on 3rd, Tagovailoa. To the left and reined in by Ferguson. Hit out of bounds after a small gain. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
That's another Panthers first down.
Again, it's Tagovailoa. This is complete to Ferguson on left. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This a 39-yarder. Groupie sends it through. And it cuts the lead in half, down to 3. So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these 2 squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the 2nd half. Let's find out what goes on in the 3rd quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hughes.
All set up. Here comes the kickoff. As this at the 6. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. They're going to start the half with a give to Irving. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Looking slant route, complete. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. They get 27 on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. This one's caught. He has one past the 25. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Panthers
just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
Encroachment, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Tua out of the pistol. Looking, it isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Tagovailoa facing third and long. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down. Where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. Well, the negative play makes it even easier to decline that flag, and that's going to bring up fourth down. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will tie things up in the third.
A lot of them, they make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
On the return, here's Ray McCloud. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Saints and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And as we work our way through this regular season, you can see he's currently sitting in the top 5 of the league in passing. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Eckler. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Staying with Eckler. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down
And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. Oh, he puts some air under this one. Right side. It's complete inside the 35. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call.
Offside, defense.
Now they got to the end zone with that free play, partner, so they will, of course, decline the offsides and take those points. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got 1st down from the 31. Now the shotgun give to Spears. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. 1st down. Here's Tua. To his wide out. It's a screen. Attacking the screen. Look at this defense. Getting him down behind the line.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even two defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
They break the huddle. It's second down now. Back to throw. Tua dumps it off to his running back. Escapes the defender. And he's going to be hauled down on the gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Panthers
Shotgun handoff to Irving. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
taken down at the 43-yard
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
and 9.
Tua off the play fake. He's dropped. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Saints into the dime for this third down. Here he goes, third and long. This one's reeled in, downfield by Ferguson. Third and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
That's another Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the net. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
First down. First and 10.
Give it to Irving on the option. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6.
Second and 6 at the 15-yard line.
Right back to Irving now. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Encroachment defense.
Just lost his focus and jumped. It's not a huge penalty, but it is a costly one because it gives him enough for a first down. They'll run here following the penalty. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers can tie it up after hitting Pater in the third. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Rookie adds the extra point. And the Panthers tie this game up. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Patterson now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Saints and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
QB runs could be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did the homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
With the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes second and 12. Handoff, headed right, Eckler. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's good for a Saints first down.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They're going to toss it to Eckler. Quite the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
They'll send him over right. On third down, here's Burrow. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that makes it fourth down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
And this one never had a shot. He gets well over the goal line and the end zone entirely. That'll be a touchback. Tagovailoa off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31. After three quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It remains tied after three, so we're going to have to decide things in our fourth quarter. They've got first down from the 31. This is Allen on the give. Robbed for the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Irving here from the gun. And a productive run there on 2nd down. That's a gain of 6.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
From the gun on third, Tagovailoa. That's incomplete left side. No luck finding his receiver that time. And 4th and 4 coming up.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
That's taken at the 15. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Saints and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Now start the drive with Eckler. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
This is Eckler on 2nd. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Saints.
Burrow out of the shotgun. That's dropped underneath to Eckler. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
46-yard line.
One of the tight ends motioning left. And off now to Hill. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Burrow from the gun. He's got it. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Gain of 14 yards. That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best like curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to fight. And the play went right over his head.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
No gain
Nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
at the 40-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
All right, they need 7 here on third down on what is the 9th play of this drive. He's got it, complete to Collins. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
And the Saints first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling. And they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Throwing is Burrow. Short pass brought in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun on third down. It's Burrow. The third down throw falls incomplete.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. A very short kick here from the right hand. Kicked well, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one is over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Shaheed now to return. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Carolina offense headed out now. And as they get set, Parker, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks that it takes some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be up.
And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
His work begins at the 31. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Saints and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. 1st and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Now the shotgun give to Eckler. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Burrow throwing out of the pistol. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Extra DB out there for the Panthers. Third down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Throw here, third down. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball, and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
He fields this at the 18. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down in return. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Carolina offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On first down, here's Tagovailoa. He finds Neighbors right side. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Shotgun handoff now for Spears. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers down by only 3. All right, here we go. Second down. Tua now from the gun. Catch made. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little game on top of it.
This is outside of field goal range, so no choice but to go for it here. Desperation time here on fourth. Connection made to Shaheed. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another
Back to throw.
first down.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it'll be second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here he is to throw. Completes this one to Kraft. And they're not going to have to go to timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
That's good for a Panthers first down.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw it. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
To throw. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
It's a gain of 16
Signals, and
yards.
looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. McLeod now returning it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Saints and running back Austin Eckler headed back to the field. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. Saints to the line now. First and 10. Hand off for Hill. He's running right. And he goes out of bounds as everyone turns to hear from our referee.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Setting up to pass. Throw right side, caught by Njoku. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout.
At the 28-yard line.
Burrow to the air now. As the hook up again to Njoku. And he's tackled with a first down yardage. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play.
For the Saints.
Burrow on first down. Finds Aguilar. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. So there's the timeout called, and we're going to see if they think there's enough time for 2 plays or just one last snap. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
And the Saints.
Here he goes, one final shot. This is for the ball game. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. That's no way to end the game, right, Brock? Can't have an offensive penalty on the final play. So an untimed down coming up. And he gets to the end zone. There's no time left. That wins them the game.
Touchdown, Saints.
So this will win on the road for the Saints. And they take their first skirmish with their division rivals with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from Charlotte.